Hey guys, welcome to today's episode. So today's episode is inspired by another video that I saw by Patrick Bet-David, who does the Valuetainment, a very good YouTube channel, gets a lot of views, puts out a lot of good content. But he made a video which I saw this morning which really struck a nerve with me. It just really resonated with me. He was talking about how do you tell if someone's got hunger. A lot of people say they've got hunger. A lot of people say how much they want to achieve a goal, how motivated they are, how hard they're gonna work, how they're gonna make it their obsession. But hearing people talk about how much they want it and then observing their actions, they're often two very different things. And this is something I have a lot of experience in. I used to put on seminars all over the world for the last 10 years really. And I would meet a lot of people and just about every single one of them would tell me how much they wanted to achieve this end result. They would all tell me this, but then when I would observe their actions, often there was a big mismatch. I remember after doing one big seminar in Mexico, and this one went on for 3 or 4 nights, we had a few hundred people there, and I'm flying out of Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, back to the US and then on my way home. And so I board the plane and I end up sitting next to one of my attendees. He's sitting in the middle seat, I'm in the aisle seat. And the flight is about 3 or 4 hours. And so we chit chat for a while. I ask him about the seminar. He tells me how much he liked it, how much he's going to implement. And then it was really interesting. I open up my laptop and I begin to work. And I'm just frantically typing away, letting all my ideas come out into a notepad, little text edit file. And I see him out of the corner of my eye. There's a screen on the back of the chair and there's a game, like a little kid's game. And he starts playing the game. And for the whole flight, basically 3-4 hours, he's playing this game. And it kind of bugged me. Like, this guy was a nice guy, I wish him all the best, but it annoyed me because he said how much he wanted it, and yet after going to this epic seminar, getting all this information, he's not implementing. He could be implementing, getting to work right then and there. I was always working, I'm always in production mode. So anyway, long story short, this video by Patrick Bet-David, he talked about how do you tell how hungry someone is, and he said it all comes down to sense of urgency. Sense of urgency, and as soon as he said that, it was like I completely agreed. I thought, yes, that's exactly how you tell. One of the things that I can say about myself is I'm a very driven individual around a certain set of goals. There's a certain set of goals that I have made my focus, my obsession, and for more than 10 years, I put everything into working towards those goals. And if things are not moving along fast, I get impatient, I get annoyed, I get visibly agitated. Even when I'm out in public, I might be at a restaurant, I'm often, sometimes I get some funny looks because I'm always in a rush. I'm never really a very relaxed individual. But that's because I always want to get back to work and get into production mode, and there's always a lot of things that I need to get done. So I'm always in a rush. I always have a sense of urgency about me, at least in those certain areas. And observing other individuals who are very driven and get a lot done and really have that hunger, I noticed the same thing about them. They don't like to waste time. They don't squander time. They don't chit chat aimlessly about nothing for hours. They focus on their priorities, their goals. They do what they can right now. They don't put things off until later, and they're always in a rush. Now, this doesn't mean that you need to live your life like a crazy person, just expecting everything now. It just means that if you say that you're hungry, that you really want to go, and yet you have a chance to do something about it right now or today, yet you put it off until tomorrow or next week when it's more convenient, then you got to be really honest with yourself. Are you really hungry? Do you really want it? Or do you just like to talk and fantasize about, yes, you really want this thing? Because a lot of people, unfortunately, that's the truth. It's a fantasy. They talk about wanting these things, yet their actions don't really match up. When it comes to your goals, if you really are hungry, then you'll know it because you will do things fast. You won't put things off until later, and you will have that sense of urgency. That's it for today. Hope you get some value out of that. Do me a favor, if you like these videos, subscribe. I would really appreciate it, and I'll see you tomorrow.